This is Susan from Inner Wisdom Healing Arts. I'm going to share a hypnosis session that I did a little while ago with you. And I'm going to do it a little different. If you've ever listened to any of the other sessions that I've shared, usually what I would do is just edit the recording that I make for the client and cut out their name and personal information. But I heard somebody else do this, and what I'm going to do this time is read both parts. So I'll read, my interaction with the client, and I will also share the client's response. So hopefully you'll be able to tell the difference between us. I thought I'd give it a try. So this was a really interesting session. This person was very tired. I want to say not the person so much, the soul. Let me take a step back, because I think the information that came through maybe surprised us both a little bit, at least on the conscious level. I think unconsciously this person had a certain awareness of the tiredness, just maybe wasn't admitting it to themselves. Then you're also going to hear how, the soul does receive support and a rejuvenation to keep going. We talk about the purpose of trauma in the human experience. This session was really a mix of, really some serious moments and oh, wow, type of moments, and and moments of laughter. So it was really a little bit of ups and downs, and levity and seriousness. We talk about humanity's desire for unity, and yet it struggles with it. We talk about the client's split intentions, their struggle to forgive themselves for decisions that they made. There's a revelation on, how life lessons are used to maintain the physical experience. So I thought you would find this informative and interesting. And that's usually the only time I feel motivated to share a session, is if I really feel like, others can benefit from hearing the experience. So this was an excellent session, and I really thank the client for allowing me to share it. At the end of the induction, I always say to the person, now go to a time and place that has information for you. And this is her response. Everything glows. It's not in this world. The energy radiates from within the objects. Oh, what kind of objects do you notice? Trees, rocks. Whatever. I'm not sure I'm seeing structures yet. Okay, but anything you notice has an inner glow to it? Yes, it's as if the landscape is... It's obvious that it's alive. Its life force is visible through the glow. Oh, that sounds beautiful. What about yourself? Are you aware of yourself? I feel a little more opaque than the place I'm in, as if I'm more gray shroud, or more shadowy. It sounds like not so much of a physical body, but an energy body. Right. Do you notice a glow about yourself emanating from yourself? No, that's the thing. That would be more confusing, as if it's all reversed. Okay, what do you notice about yourself? I'm fuzzy. I'm not solid looking. Do you look similar to what you look like in your present life? No, I just look shadowy. Like, Oh, so you don't even see any defining features? No, I see arms and legs as if I've been colored in charcoal. Oh, I can move, but I'm not well defined like in this body. Got it. Oh, I see. How does this feel? Do you have a sense of how it feels to be this shadowy figure? It's very light, and I'm moved by thought versus mechanically. Okay, so you follow the intention? Yes. Are you moving around now? Not much. I like this place. Oh, okay. It sounds like it feels really good. Right, it does. I'm thinking that I've missed this place. Oh, okay. It's familiar? Yeah, or it's at least where I've longed to be. Okay. Are there others around you? Behind me. What I'm seeing is the body looks gray, but the heart glows. Oh, okay. Tell me more about the heart glowing. Does it have a color to it? Yeah, it's in the red and orange tones. Is that the same with the others that you see? Yes. Okay. It's the important part. Oh, tell me more about that. Well, it doesn't matter about the arms and legs so much because the heart is the consciousness. Okay, so I hear the heart is the most important part. Yes. What do you feel from your heart? Excited, actually. It's like, oh, good, there's honesty here. Oh, okay. Because nothing can be hidden here. Oh, yes, no deception? Right. So are you saying everything goes through the heart? Yes, or the state of the heart is the state of the consciousness. Okay, it sounds like that feels really good. It does. It feels safe. Aha. Is there ever any conflict there? Laughing here. I just got here, but I hope not. Okay, and I laugh also. This feels like a real vacation resort. Oh, okay. You want to hang around here forever. Right. Actually, it's more like a resting spot. Oh, what else do you know about that? Can you say more? This place isn't here to educate and learn lessons. This place is to recoup. Okay, so it sounds like this is a place to come to feel good. Right. This is the place where you get put back together from trauma, or you remember your essence. It's not, yeah. Okay, so this is a healing place. Yes. Okay, are you there to receive healing? Yes. How do you do that? Is there anything special you need to do or go lay down? Can you say more about that? Yeah, actually, it doesn't matter really what you do. Okay. The whole place is generating waves of higher vibration. Oh, I'd like you to really allow yourself to receive these higher vibrations. Really enjoy it. Allow your body to release any of the trauma and stresses. It sounds like you're really there to do some healing, to receive some healing. Take full advantage of that and enjoy it. And then after a pause, is there anyone that acts as a guide or overseer of the space? No, I'm looking for that. It's curious, like, where are these vibrations coming from? I'm simply getting messages. Can you tell me about the messages you're receiving? The vibrations are coming from worlds higher than this. Oh, okay. In order to recognize worlds higher than this, trauma has to be unpatterned. And is that what is happening now for you? Yes. Okay. Do they want you to know anything about the trauma that is being unpatterned? Would any of that information be helpful? Not entirely. They say it's more an exercise of the mind and doesn't serve the heart. Oh, okay. Excellent. So it sounds like it's just time to let those patterns go. I'm coming to a decision point, though, because the question that comes up is, why would I do that? Why would I have done that? Chosen trauma? Why would you have chosen trauma? Right. In this lifetime? Yes, in any lifetime. Oh, ever. Why would I do that? Okay, so send that question out. Why have you chosen to experience trauma? And what I get is so that I can feel my own boundaries, to learn who I am. Giving you a sense of being a separate self? Yes. Okay, does that also mean learning to have boundaries? No. Can you say more? Learning to have boundaries is soul work at a higher level. Going and figuring out who I am is more basic. Figuring out who you are is a more basic task? Yes. Where do boundaries come in? The trauma is the boundary because it shatters me from the all, from the awareness of all, and a deep connection to the all in consciousness is tough to break, except through trauma for me. Okay, it sounds like trauma is a necessary part of the human experience or the soul experience. Is that what you're saying? Yes, or at least laughter. For her. I don't know if it's for all souls or some of us. You know, it's all theory until you feel it. Trauma is the way to feel the separation. Feeling the separation from source? Correct. There's no feeling of separation from source except through trauma. Okay. In order to help others, I can't operate from, quote, it's all one, because there is no relationship. I can't relate. You can't relate to the person or people that you're trying to help? Right. Okay, that makes sense. Can you say more about the journey to heal the trauma pattern? I only need a memory of it. You only need a memory of trauma? Right, of what is trauma to help others. So what I hear you saying is that we come into this, we incarnate into this earth experience to have these traumas, to experience ourselves as separate. Yes. Is the journey of healing to come back into unity? Yes. And so all these souls are incarnating into this earth experience to have this process. How does that improve the soul or help the soul to do this process? It's a mirror. If we stay in the all is one, there's no feeling. There's no layers or gradients back between profound separation and complete one with light. So we are all in some spectrum between profound separation and the aesthetic, whatever, bliss, or maybe being united with one. So what I hear is you're talking about contrast. Yes, contrast. The distortion that's being healed, that the trauma isn't real. It just feels real. That's the illusion? Yes. How can we heal as a human race? We are becoming more and more aware of the effects of trauma. You are saying it's an illusion. How can we navigate this journey back to a more efficient way? Rays of light coming down on this planet are becoming stronger in order to not lose us, because we walk to the brink with war. And we are at war with what? I don't know. I said they're at war, but this is a warring planet. The agendas are in shadow. Okay. Is there anything else that would be helpful for us to know about these agendas and where they're coming from? They come from being in profound separation. Oh, okay. So instead of trying to get back to the light or leveraging the separation through, I don't know, the 7 deadly sins, whatever, greed, avarice. It sounds like there are those that want to stay separate. Is that the gist of it? Yeah, right. And would you say that that agenda is also to keep more of us separate? Yes. So that's where the warring part comes in? Right. So those that want to move towards the light and back into unity are challenged with those that try to keep us in separation? Yes. And what guidance and advice is there for those of us that long for the unity? It feels as if the rays of light are pouring more information faster. Damn. So where people didn't used to know how to define trauma or PTSD or whatever, now it's becoming all mainstream. Okay, so that's in order to help people. Right. Good. You said something about a crossroads for the client. Right. Is she at a crossroads with this trauma? This place that I was at is like a way station. It's not a final destination because it's not a place of learning. So it is a decision whether to heal and go back or heal and leave that task to others and move on. When you say heal and go back to source? No, go back to her physical life? Yeah. Oh my God, it is. Can you say more? I'm holding a split intention about continuing to live or wanting to die. Wow. There is so much low consciousness in 3 dimension that part of me is horrified that people don't know better. So there is a part of you that's really struggling with this. Right. So I'm wondering if your higher self is here for guidance on this dilemma, to give us more insight and guidance concerning this really important dilemma. Is there healing for this client today that can help her? Just a side note, I normally use the client's name when I'm talking to them. So when you hear me saying client and her a lot, I'm just leaving her name out for privacy, of course. So she says, that's it, laughing. The first message I get is, it's not your time to go. So whether I suck it up or how well I suck it up. So can the client receive healing today? And it sounds like maybe that's why she came to this healing place today, to give her some relief and healing. Yes. Okay, so I'm asking the higher self, and I'm sure the intention was probably already there to heal the split. Yes. Okay. To re-energize the client so that she may continue on to fulfill her soul's purpose. Is this healing happening as we speak? Yes. And the message is clear, though. I can only fix myself. Oh, can you say more about that? About fixing the split? As I open to more compassion and less judgment, that will radiate out. We came to do... Can you say more about what the client came to do and what she's not finished here on earth? What does that look like? What I witness is often so painful. I can't hold it in compassion. You can't hold it in compassion. You have to, what? Look away, not look at it. Okay, what do you really need to learn to do with it? I'm not strong enough. How can you get strong enough? How can you strengthen your ability to hold compassion? I don't know. I'm getting older. I'm losing my strength. It makes me sad. I'm calling on my client's higher self for assistance because I hear the tiredness that she's feeling. What help is there for her today? On one hand, I hear that she's expected to heal herself. She is here today to receive healing, and she is receiving healing. How else can we help her to keep going so she can truly be of service? There was a long pause here. She experiences a wave of sadness. The sad main parts of this dimension. Yeah. Is some of that sadness being released? And there's tears and sounds of grief coming from the client. You're doing really good. Let it move through you. She's having a lot of emotions right now as she lets go of this. And I said, she's been doing a good job. I thank her higher self for being here today to help her keep going. We're here to support her. It sounds like she still has important work to do. I feel like I made a big mistake coming here. When she said here, she meant Earth. Yes? My higher self says it wasn't a mistake. You just wanted to know. It's like when you take a chemical, you take a drug, and then you go, oh, that's what that drug feels like. Then you want out of your body, but the body isn't ready to let it go yet. You have to live it. Yes, you do. Just because you want an exit doesn't mean the body is ready to exit. Yes, it's part of the process. What else can the client's higher self tell her about the rest of her life? How can she... You talked about her opening up her ability to hold compassion. How can she experience more lightness in this life? Is there anything else? I'm separate in my knowing that it all goes back to God. So were you saying that she needs to connect more to that knowing? Yes. Okay. Is that something you can help her with today? To infuse that knowingness in her being and her consciousness? The first thing that comes up is no, no, no. This is her wall. Oh, that's her resistance? Yep. Oh, it sounds like that resistance is creating pain for her. Yes. How can we dissolve that wall? How can we encourage her to let go of that wall? She needs more time in the rest area. Okay. The waves of healing in the rest area. Oh, pause. It's hard to remember the truth. And as we allow her to stay in the rest area, can her higher self answer some questions while she's receiving this healing in the rest area? Sounds like work. Big sigh. Would it be better for her just to rest in this space quietly? For a minute, yes, let her rest. Oh, yeah, let her rest. Okay, I want her to receive the fullest possible healing she can receive today. Right. What I'm getting is a better experience in memory of the rest area. The idea is, how can I live knowing that it's there for others? Okay. With her intention, can she connect with this rest area periodically? Maybe even at night before she goes to sleep? Yes. Okay. And what is happening for her as she's in this rest area? What's happening in her energy field with her intention? What can you tell us about what she's receiving? Waves of warmth and love are pouring into the cells. Good. Yeah, she said it felt really good. I'm feeling myself as a body drifting over the water, surrounded by trees. And it's the light waves that are healing me, not the water waves. Okay. Does the water serve a purpose? It's real pure. It's the ground in this. I don't know. It's a reflection. It also reflects the light waves. Okay. And it represents nourishment to the trees around me. There's the earth, the water, the minerals from the stone steps, and the waves of light, like the wind, that represent all the elements. Oh, okay, nice. In this spot, there is no responsibility. And so she can just relax and receive. Right. It's not a place of joy, though. It's curious. Joy isn't the word. So weary. I will have to keep coming back. As I stay here, maybe I can answer some questions. You can answer some questions? Good. Okay. The client has been experiencing arthritis in her right hand. Is there anything you want her to know about that? What is the source of that? She had a fall that brought this about. What comes up is that this is a 3D problem. This is not an energy problem. Okay. It won't last. After the body gets over the shock of a foreign object, and I'm just adding, she had an operation to have a metal plate put in her hand. She had fallen a while back. But the shock is still in the body. Okay, that's what's causing the arthritis? Yes. Okay, can we release the shock today? It sounds like the trauma. So she experienced a trauma? There's a split between what she knows about healing and what she allowed to be done to her body. Oh. And she hasn't forgiven herself. Okay, for having the surgery? Yes. Okay, can we go to the source of that and help her to forgive herself today? She says the choice is a reflection of not knowing connection with the all, not remembering her connection. Okay, is that where the split comes in? Right. Okay. And coming back to the rest area is a wake-up call to remembering. Good, good. Well, it feels like it will ease out in many months, a number of months. Okay. If you want the 3D, there's humor here. If you want the 3D, you got 3D experience, and she's laughing here. And part of me isn't going to allow myself. This is an ego piece involved here. Say more. That I'm not mature enough to not have ego about fixing shit fast. Yeah, there's a part of me that hasn't grown up. Oh, so there's a young aspect that wanted it fixed fast. Is that what I'm hearing? The young aspect would have ego about fixing it fast. I'm not mature enough emotionally to just take it without ego, set to allow the healing without ego satisfaction. What does the ego get out of that? Where's the satisfaction for the ego? Is it in the pain? If I can break the laws of 3D by healing things extraordinarily fast. Oh, and by the way, this client is a healer. So she goes on to say, it's an ego attachment. I'm learning how to be humble here. Okay. Damn, she said. Yeah, that's big. Yeah. It's a lesson in being humble. Right. So if I heard correctly, the healing that she's receiving today will help her to heal this physical pain over the next few months. She's getting the lesson? Right. And humility. Okay. She was pretty helpless during this process. I'm talking about the injury that was caused by the fall. Was that the humility part? Is that what you're talking about? Yes. When she pictures humility, it's just confusion. And she laughs here. She had a good sense of humor about it. Oh, she associates humility with confusion? Well, she has no goddamn idea what it is. Me laughing now. Okay, can we enlighten her today? Oh, I'm experiencing being dizzy. And what's the dizziness about? Resistance and confusion that she's creating. That's resistance and confusion that she's creating? Yes. So she's still fighting you. Yeah. The distortion is that I came to do one thing, but the truth is I came to learn humility. Oh, okay. Can you tell her as much as she needs to hear about this? Right, yeah. She operates from pride. Where's the source of that pride? Well, I just get a blank canvas. The source of the pride, I'm so dizzy, it's making me nauseous and my eye twitch. You're doing really good. Breathe into it. I'm asking the client's higher self if we can really dive deep into the source of that pride and help her solve it today. Let's help her get the lesson. Pride is the ray of light she wrote in order to get the experience of separation. Oh, okay. And now it's getting in the way of her progress? Yeah. Okay, time to let it go. What I experience is when I let it go, I crumble. When you let the pride go, you're humble? No, I crumble. Oh, you crumble. Yeah, as if this whole house of cards is built on pride. Oh, can you allow yourself to crumble? What would happen if you allow yourself to crumble? I die. That's the image? That's the image. And from her higher self, what does her higher self have to say about this? I can go either way. It can go either way based on her age. That she could literally die if she allows herself to crumble? But you said she's not finished here. So how can she let go of this pride and live the rest of her life from humility? Because if she really understands this lesson, she doesn't need to be here. This is her ticket out. Wow. Okay. Wow is right. I'm sorry, that stopped me for a minute. It stops me too. That's big. That's really big. So you said that she's not done with this life. And so it sounds like she needs this pride to continue her journey until she gets this lesson. I need you to say more. Right. The choice to let go of the pride is my exit when I choose to exit. Okay. So there's going to have to... I will be able to die consciously. Okay. But the choice to help others was still holding me together. Okay. And I'm my own selfish fun. Your own selfish fun? What? Fun. Fun. Oh, having fun on Earth. Right. Okay. Is there anything wrong with that? Laughing. Yeah, we're both laughing now. Yeah, there's a little lower self to it. Okay. Laughing. I got it. The pride. It feels like the body is held together by pride. Okay, yeah. That's what's holding her in her body. So it is serving a purpose. Right. And also the desire to be of service. Okay, right. Okay. And how is she to continue to be of service? What does she yet want to accomplish before she feels finished? In the service side, there's a message of abundance. Can you say more? It's being formulated there was a message of compassion that she tried to bring forward through not eating animals. And it's not really getting delivered. Okay. Is there something more she needs to do around that? No. It's more understanding the environment she came into. And you have to speak the language of where you are. Okay. And where compassion isn't heard with much interest, abundance is. People want abundance. It is a big topic. So what's she to focus on? Helping people accomplish abundance? Yes. But the distortion, she wouldn't touch it because there's so much greed on this planet. Yes. It is very difficult to visualize the difference between abundance and greed. Does she know the difference between abundance and greed? She is learning it. Okay. And is there something that she's to share? Yes. Can you say more about how and the impact of this? While the original idea may be a workshop, but living it was the original idea. Okay, being a living example. Right. And what about the workshop? It may be a vehicle. Okay, it's a possibility. Right. Is there any other way to convey? What's the best way for her to convey the difference between greed and abundance? Not being greedy. Okay, so I think what I'm hearing is it has a lot to do with her holding the energy of that difference. Yes, and then living from it. And that has an impact on the consciousness of humanity? Yes, we're sorting that out because whatever she was able to do regarding compassion has basically been delivered. It sounds like these lessons are almost like an energy beacon as people hold the energy of a truth, abundance versus greed, as they embody the lesson. It affects mass consciousness. Yes. Okay. And this planet is in a deep distortion over it. Yes. And her system has taken trauma too deeply to affect wider audiences than she does. It could affect wider audiences. She can't. Is there anything we can do to help her today so that she could help wider audiences? Heal some of that trauma? She doesn't want to. Oh, is she resistant? Yes. Is she resistant in releasing this trauma? No, there's a direct line between being around larger groups and feeling trauma. Okay. Which comes from empathy, so there's no ability to tolerate larger groups of people. Okay. Is there anything else you want her to know about that? Just to let her know it's okay. This illusion, that's how it's getting done. One soul can be a beacon without a larger audience. I think what I hear you saying is she's doing enough by being that beacon. Yeah. What do you want her to focus on in her life, in the remaining part of her life? Believing she's as strong as she needs to be for the task she sets out. Okay. There is an over-concern about the body. Oh, can you say more about that over-concern? Is it a distraction? Yeah. How is that playing out, that over-concern? Getting hurt? The weakness? In her ankle? Whatever. It's like it calls her back. Okay, it becomes a distraction. Was there a purpose for that fall that she had where she hurt her wrist? Broke her hand? Did that serve a purpose? It feels contractual. It was a wake-up call to her son and her husband. For her son and her husband. Right. Always, there's some assumption she's got this. Oops, she didn't have it. Oh, and they had to step up. Yeah. How did that affect them? Well, it's gave the son purpose in helping, and it broke the husband's pattern in the kitchen. Oh, she mentioned something like that. It's interesting because she had mentioned that he needed to learn to take care of himself. There is an ancestral lineage from his side on male and female roles. Okay, so he was resistant, and so he was forced into, right. Okay, so was the mission accomplished? Yes. I'm looking at the ancestry, and it's broken in future generations. Oh, the pattern is broken, but it didn't heal the generations going backwards. Okay, got it. Your son is going through a lot right now. She's uncomfortable with his lack of response to defend himself. What do you want her to know about the situation? He's holding guilt because he knows he is partly culpable in calling in the situation. And he's resisting. He's consciously resisting taking ownership, but his soul is demanding ownership. Oh, is there anything we can do for him today to assist him in this process? Holding the truth. The dynamic may help him consciously acknowledge what he has created. Okay. That he had a choice. He had a choice. Yes, okay. His life has been about not taking responsibility. This sounds like this could be a big crossroads for him. It is. And part of him wants it, but he is split. So I hear that he has a lot of fear around responsibility. Yes. Okay, what's the source of that fear? It comes from the father's lineage. He inherited it? Yes. His father was bullied into responsibility instead of finding it himself. Okay. So there is an association that responsibility is painful or it's not a choice for pleasure? Yes. Okay, right. That's big. That's a big life lesson. How can he learn to take his power back and enjoy creating his life? Right now, it can go either way. Either he'll learn it the hard way, or if he gets a pass, he'll learn it the other way. Okay, is there anything else she can do to support her son? It's been really hard for her to watch him go through this. There's attachment from her that is dragging the lesson out. Oh, is she interfering somehow? Yes. Okay, so be really clear with her. The question comes up about the mother and child relationship and the confusion about releasing based on emotional age versus physical age. So emotional age hasn't appeared to be reached, which is creating the interference of obligation and direction from the mother. Okay, so yes, she still feels obligated. What do you recommend that she do? Let go. The intention is set and there's nothing to do. Okay, is she? I guess I'm asking for some real specific. There's nothing for her to do, and yet there are ways that she helps him, like monetarily. Yeah, the intentions are set. Oh, her intention has been set? Yeah, to help him cross the chasm. So the actions have to come from him. Oh, I see. She's not taking any more action. Right. Not unless he asks for the assist. Okay, so if he asks, then it's okay for her to assist him. Right. Good. Okay, that's good clarity. She's just not supposed to go in and rescue him. Right. Anything else you want her to know about this situation with her son? Whatever happens, it will be okay. It won't do the soul damage that she's afraid of. Yeah, it sounds like it's really up to him. Thank you. She was working on her eyes with a doctor for a while, and she feels like she's at a standstill. She did experience her eyes being able to take in more light, but the cataracts are still there. What's going on with her eyes and the cataracts? Can they be released? Yes. Can we do that today? What I get is this goes back lifetimes. If I go to failure. So how are the cataracts connected to failure? They create blurs so that they are the physical manifestation when I don't want to see things. They slow down the input. Is she ready to see the truth? No, no, no. What's getting in the way? Gore. She doesn't want to see the gore in this world? No, it just creates more trauma. Oh. The illusion of gore, like the Matrix movie, Behind the Curtain, is a real horror show. Oh, right. It's not real pretty. What do you want her to know about that? She's not going to go blind. Okay, she's not going to go blind. I think she'd still like to get rid of the cataracts. Yeah, well, is there a way for her to deal with that contrast? No, the image is either you see or you don't see. You pick one. So the pick one is the blur. And the choice may not be so black and white, but the the belief is very black and white on this. It sounds like a lot of this is her belief system. Yeah. If she releases the cataracts, is she really going to be left with a world of gore? Yes. Is that based on her belief system? Yes. Can she change her belief system? I don't think so. She doesn't think so? No, it's the story. No, the story gets worse. Well, what does her higher self have to say about that? Is that true? There are more dimensions and entities than one can imagine, and at the lowest levels, they look real. But in the higher planes, they are transmuted. She has to get more conscious. Okay. Spiritually, to let go of them. What can she do to become more conscious? Well, the answer that comes up is to lose her pride. And I'm having a vision of more strands of DNA. Oh, okay. Can you say more about the DNA? How would that help? Well, as the rays of light pour in the DNA, as the rays of light pour in, the DNA will wake up again. Okay, and that would help expand her consciousness? Yes, and then there's no need for the cataracts. And it will happen. The strands of DNA will wake up. Okay, what kind of timeline is she looking at for these strands of DNA to wake up? 2, 3, or 4 years. Okay, is there anything that she can do to help that process, or is that just a naturally occurring process? It's a more naturally occurring process as soul contracts and timelines become more separated. When you talk about timelines being separated, is that timelines of other people? Yes. Choices create timelines. Oh, okay. So, and patterns of choices, the timelines will go closer to waking up consciousness in remembering our DNA because the veil is coming down. Okay, it's coming down for everyone. Yeah. And that's in 3 to 5 years? Yes, that's how it feels. How will that affect humanity as a whole? It wakes up the thought forms of self-responsibility and questioning narratives and questioning agendas. Okay. It's information. Information is flowing faster and faster and faster and faster. So it sounds like shedding light on those things so that it's kind of a wake-up call for people. Yes. Okay, interesting. Oh, what I'm experiencing is feeling my body tingle. My nerves are tingling in my arms and hands. What's happening there? What is the tingling? It's part of the experience of waking up, like when your body falls asleep and it wakes up. Oh, right. But it's not painful pins and needles. It's just an acknowledgement. Yes, it's here to be. It is here to be woken up. Okay, so more of her's waking up right now? Is that what you're saying? Yes. Oh, fantastic. Her left ankle goes weak sometimes. She had it broken as a child when she tripped. Is there something that she's still holding on to in that left ankle? Her grounding is broken and she is receiving intermittently there. Okay. She can't receive through the grounding. Okay, can we repair that today so that she has a full flow? Yes, she has to ask permission from the mother and father. Oh, why does she need their permission? Because she contracted with them regarding that fall, the one as a child? Yes. Oh, that was a contract incident? Yes. What purpose did it serve? It served the father and the mother as a wake-up call, like, oh, we're still parenting. Oh, it doesn't sound like they did a very good job, though. No, they weren't doing a good job, and they didn't do a good job after. Okay, so it really didn't, it was supposed to serve as a wake-up call, is what you're saying, but it didn't do the trick. No, the child was on autopilot, raising herself. And so now you're saying she needs to ask their permission? Right. What purpose does that serve? Please tell us more. What? Well, they didn't get the lesson. Okay, so we're still asking them to get the lesson? Yes. Okay, so is there a way for us to do that today? I am calling them back in. They've moved on. Calling them back is getting about as much attention from them as I did back then. We're laughing, both of us. Somebody's got to have some pull here. This is affecting her life. I'm holding it for loyalty. Okay. It represents... Oh, this is me just getting what she's saying from her. She's holding it for loyalty. Yeah, for commitment. I told him I'd give him the lesson. Okay, so she's holding them to it. Well, yeah, for them. They didn't get the lesson. And I'm laughing. That sounds like her. All right, let's get them back here for a moment. It shouldn't take long if we can get them. Right, it's annoying. This wasn't my lesson. It wasn't your lesson, right. It was their lesson. So I'm asking her higher self, does she need to let this go or hold them to it and get this resolved? But it needs to get resolved. Oh, it has become holographic, and that when, all right, she gets confused about whose lesson is what, the ankle gets hurt. Oh, that's when her ankle hurts? Yeah, who's right? So we are clear that it's not her lesson, it's their lesson. Well, it was their lesson, and now it's a shorthand code for any situation, relationship, when I don't know whose stuff is what. Oh, that's interesting. How do you recommend we resolve this today? Or is it a valuable tool? Well, it's a tool, actually. And if the pain comes up and then begs the question, whose stuff am I taking on? Whose stuff is whose? Whose stuff am I interfering with? Yeah. Then the pain can be quite short-lived. Okay, so if she asks those questions when the pain comes up, she can resolve it pretty quickly when she gets clear. Yeah. Okay, so do we still need to get her parents in here today? Or are we going to let them deal with it another way? Laughing again. And she's laughing too. Right, here you go. It is their problem, not hers. I mean, she held up her end of the contract. I did. I was the child, and I became a needy child. Yeah, so are we going to have to hang out and try to help them, or just let them deal with it in their other lifetimes? Yeah, there's not 1 ounce that wants to help. Okay, it sounds like we need to just let them go then. Let them go. Okay. And I will witness whether I even need this tool anymore. Because the body speaks, and it's the language, and there could be another way for her to get this, though. I think this is what you're saying. Yeah, maybe one less painful. Right. So what do you want to tell her about that? It's not important to use as a tool anymore. Okay, how can she know when something isn't hers then if she doesn't use the pain in the ankle as the recognition? How will she know if she's interfering or something doesn't belong to her? She has swung the other way. Oh man, she took her caregiving and went the other way with the pendulum. Oh, and here I am laughing again. Oh, like I don't give a shit? Yeah, it's still not balanced. She's laughing. Okay, so that's what this is all about then. Helping her to find a middle ground. Right. Okay, what do you want to say to her? You are continuing to learn when to reach out and when to hold back. Okay, do you want to give her some insight? Oh no, this is fun to watch the show. Horrible. Well, this is real lower self tapping in. Wow. Yeah, well, that's good for her to be aware of. Yeah, she enjoys her lower self. She does. What would you rather see her do instead? And how would it benefit her? Laughing. I think we need to give her some motivation. Here she's laughing again. She wouldn't have hurt herself if she had worked a better balance of compassion. Oh, she wouldn't have had to hurt herself? Oh, well, that's motivating. Yeah, so it almost sounds like she's smacking herself with lack of compassion. Partially, yes. What more do you want to tell her about this? What could she replace that negative pleasure with? She is really caught between the animals and people. And the disrespect for other species is closing her heart to humanity. Yeah, it sounds like we're back to being able to resolve that with compassion. Right. Anything else you want to tell her about this dilemma? That I'm not being given all the information on why this goes on. Oh, okay. Can you give her more information? Yeah, kind of above her pay grade for what she came down here to do. Oh, okay. Is there another way for her to come to acceptance? That's the question that comes up. Come to acceptance. Okay, that's what she's to work on? Yeah. Okay, is there a way for her to bring that into her heart? Could she find acceptance if she brought the issue into her heart? Yes, if she could bring the issue into her heart, she would find acceptance, which may also be the case of any lung or coughing issues too. Oh, it's connected to her coughing issues. That was going to be my next topic. So that's what is kind of caught in her lungs, that issue? Yep. So if she could bring this issue into her heart, she could resolve the coughing. And I know when she had a CAT scan, they wanted to see that in 6 months. What could happen if she doesn't address this issue? She cycles back here. Can she get it resolved enough to improve her health? Yes, but the whole perspective has to change. Because the illusion is the illusion man dominating animals versus animals choosing their way, their soul, choosing their fate. Oh, okay. So you are saying animals have made this choice to have this experience? Well, that's how it's going to have to get taken and resolved, because it simply looks right. Because it just looks like an attitude domination over property. Right. But the narrative has to be flipped. Okay. So considering the possibility that animals choose this fate in order to evolve, possibly more rapidly, or possibly evolve at all. Okay, got it. So that could give her some peace of mind knowing that it is part of their soul's journey. Yes. Is there anything else you want her to know on this topic before we move on? She has to do it or she stays stuck. Okay, this is really a big issue for her. It sounds like it really could be a practice for her, almost a meditation or contemplation. Yes. Thank you. And this is where I am ending. So she does go on to have other questions answered, but they're more personal. So I hope you enjoyed this. And if you're ready to have your own session, I do offer them via Zoom, and you do get a recording of the hypnosis portion. Please check out my website for more information, and feel free, if you have any questions or comments, drop them down in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you.